you excited?
I'm a little bit excited.
I'm a bit nervous.
Just, what are you most nervous about?
I think just I want to make sure people enjoy it. I want to make sure we're enjoying it and we're having a good time, which I think that we will.
I don't think it'll be a bad time. I just think as long as we stick with it and make it something,
yeah,
then I think it'll be a good time. Well, what did we call it?
Locked In.
It's the worst name.
It's the best name.
Why did we call it Locked In?
We called it I came up with the idea. We're not going to call it
I'm glad you said you came up with the idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good name. Mainly because it's your last name. So like Locke is your last name. So makes sense. Mine, we can't really do Dooley with anything.
No. So you're Rebecca Dooley. I'm Aiden Locke.
Yes. Maybe I'll be Rebecca Locke.
Maybe.
Part of the pun. Locked in.
Play your cards right.
And the other thing is, like, the podcast is going to be about all different things.
Oh.
So, you know, we can, when we talked about it a little bit more, you can lock in shares, you can lock in fitness goals, and
you can be locked into a shitty job.
Yep.
You can be locked into anything. Like you said contracts.
Yeah.
You can be locked in just a shitty way of thinking. And I think we just want to talk about anything and everything that comes to mind that we do, say, feel, think.
Even things that we've experienced as well. So I think it was fitting. It just worked. The more that we talked about it, the more that it made sense.
As much as I dislike my last name, it did make a bit of sense.
So welcome to Locked In. Here we are.
Do you want to start and tell us what you do?
Do you want me to introduce myself?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Bec Dooley. I'm a admin support officer by day, which is essentially just like a management assistant, I suppose. I just organise people's lives, which I love, and I think I'm quite good at.
I think it's very convenient for me.
Yes, very structured, very organised, but
which I am not. So very, very fitting.
I do have a banking background as well. So I've been working for a bank for 6 years, working in stores, and then I worked in the back office as well. So I know a bit about finance stuff.
Which has been handy for me.
Yes.
Asking lots of questions, because I do.
And I think it'll be helpful for people as well, which is good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it.
How old are you?
Oh, yeah.
Is that rude?
No, that's fine. 27, I'll be 28 in October. And how old are you?
Shut the fuck up. I just turned 30.
Old mate here just turned 30.
I just turned 30. It's not a good time. No, it's fine. I don't mind being 30. I don't feel any older. I feel younger. I feel better. I'm fitter now than I was 2 years ago.
That's a good time.
I feel better for being 30 than I did being 28.
And what about you? Tell us a little bit about you.
So I work for a company called LRM. I do anything and everything from delivering training to responding bushfires to cleaning shit. I do anything and everything that might be required in terms of emergency response, making plans for businesses for their either wildfire response or delivering the training required for ourselves as a company, LRM, or other companies to undertake that work themselves.
What type of training in particular, though? There's the two that you normally teach.
There's two that are my favourite is vertical and confined space rescue. And less so is the respond to wildfire and suppress wildfire and that sort of stuff, but I do occasionally. But those are probably my two favourite. Yeah.
And you've been doing that for?
A couple of years.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years. 5. Yeah, it has been 5. It's been 5 on the dot. I did the training 6 years ago, but have been employed at LRM for as long as 5 years. Yeah, and then before that is with the volunteer fire service for Queensland. Yeah. All right. So we have a son.
We do have a son. He is a reptile, not an actual son. Little Timon is a turtle.
Yeah.
So Timon the turtle. He's
currently at your house.
He is at my house. How old is he? We got him in May, so 9 months old
Something like
now, and he's a big boy.
He is a fatty. I love him.
If only we could show on a podcast what he looks like.
Yeah, we will eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, how long have we been dating?
We've been dating for a year and 2 months.
A year and 2 months.
Yep.
You want to double check that?
Do you want to double check that? What's the date?
I was just checking.
I think it's actually... Okay, sorry. It's 1 year, 2 months, and 4 days. If you want to be specific.
Well, how many hours?
I don't know.
There was somewhere I was going with that. So we've been dating for that long. How long before we move in together?
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Or actually, you know what? If we get this house, it's exactly 5 weeks today.
Excellent.
Actually, no, sorry, it's 4 weeks today.
4 weeks today.
Yeah.
And so when we move house, we will obviously continue doing this from that new place. We'll have a dedicated place to do it, so the lighting will be better. I will get another 1080 camera. I don't know if
that's only for the people who are going to watch.
That's right. That's a really good point.
Yes. If anyone's watching.
So for people just listening, the audio on both ends will get better. You may or may not be able to tell Bec has a proper microphone. I do not. If you're watching, you might be able to tell Bec has a 1080 camera. I have a 720. So
it gives me all the better things.
Those are, gentlemen, those are the little things that I'll definitely improve. I'll get another 1080 camera. I'll get another mic. But yeah, it'll be a work in progress. We need to make the lighting nice in the study, in the office.
Yeah. Well, this is just our first one, so we just wanted to do a bit of a introduction to who we are, to Locked In, and say, I guess what's going to happen from here. Our first episode, well, I guess this is the first episode.
Yeah.
The second episode, we're going to just talk about relationships, and we're going to, give a bit of a backstory on like how we met, some good and bad experiences of relationships, and not really sure how long the episodes are going to go for or anything like that.
No plan as of yet.
Yeah, we're just starting out and giving it a go.
Yeah, whatever media you find this on, if that media allows you to leave comments, I'd recommend you leave comments. Things you might like to hear.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Marv? Rebecca Dooley.
Oh, that's weird. Mr. Aiden Locke. Welcome. I don't think so.
Don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, I think we might wrap it up.
All right.
Very good.
See you next week.
Excellent.
Next week.